salam sejahtera tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, mengumumkan ketibaan untuk The Right Honorable Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Johari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji. So relax dulu lah. Sekarang CM sedang melawat foyer di luar. Okay, so kita akan, we are just waiting for the arrival for our Chief Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of the Right Honorable Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Johari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, the Chief Minister of Sarawak. Terima kasih tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, dipersilakan duduk. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Right Honorable Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Johari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, the Chief Minister of Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Lee Kim Shin, the Minister of Transport Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Assistant Ministers of Sarawak, the Organizing Chair Lady, Madam Diana Ross, and also the Managing Director of Laming LD Sendirian Berhad, distinguished guests, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, friends from media. Once again, welcome to the launching of Batik Linut Textiles. It is our greatest honor to have our Chief Minister here today to witness the historical moment of launching Sarawak first and very own innovative Batik Linut Textiles. My name is Vincent, your host for today's event. First, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you, and we appreciate everyone's presence here today. First, before we start today's event, let's enjoy the welcoming dance brought to you by Persatuan Melanau Miri. terima kasih atas persembahan tarian alu-alu oleh Persatuan Melanau Miri. We are proud to introduce to the world Sarawak Batik Linut Textiles, which is born in Muka, brought to the world via Miri City. Out of this, we would like to thank Lamindana team for the creativity and countless experimentations and given birth to a new exciting product, a very signature product that represents Miri, using safflower as the main ingredients to design a pattern onto textile. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the organizing chairlady, also the managing director of Lamin Elding Sdn Bhd, Madam Diana Rose, to deliver her welcoming speech. Dipersilakan Madam Diana Rose.
Thank you, Mr. MC, Mr. Benson. Salam sejahtera and tabik swali. To the right, Honorable Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Abang Haji Openg, Chief Minister of Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, Minister of Transport Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Assistant Ministers of Sarawak. Distinguished guests, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian. And also to my media friends, welcome to our humble Batik Linut Textile launch, which is Sarawak's first innovative Linut textiles. First of all, on behalf of Warga Lamindana and our event management team, we wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to YAB, Chief Minister, for honoring us with his presence here today. It meant a lot to us. We also would like to congratulate our YIB Chief Minister for being conferred the Panglima Mangku Negara Award, which carries the title of Tan Sri, by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong recently. We also would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our patron, YB Dato' Sebastian Ting Chiu Yu, and also to Miri City Mayor, Adam Hee Siu Sang, who welcomed Batik Linut Textiles' presence in Miri and agreed to the idea that it will be Miri's signature product. And for us Melana, we are also proud to share our soul and our heritage with Miri. I would like also to thank our proudly Sarawak event team, led by Puan Suryati Hamdan, Puan Teo Yen Luan, Puan Cecilia Hillary, Puan Pham Siu Yun, Puan Andrea Binti James, and Charles Vincent Pidan, Lamin LD Sdn Bhd directors, our sponsors, Anna Bridal for the makeup, Miri Marriott Spa for the venue, Blue Green Dressmaking, Persatuan Melanau Miri, Lamindana Cultural Group led by Christina Bera, Cinematic Studio, Model Search of Borneo, Malaysia, parents of our child models, Casa Gallery, Village Works, and many more who have risen to the occasion to make this event a meaningful one. We managed to pull through less than 20 days to organize this event. YB Chief Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you are intrigued with the story on how Batik Linut came about. The word Linut was derived from starchy food made from sago flour and is a common food among the Melanaus and many indigenous groups in Borneo and the region, and it is processed from a palm named Metro Ceylon Sagu. In Brunei and certain part of Sabah, it is called ambuyat. And Linut or ambuyat is also the national food for the Bruneian. Sarawak is the main exporter of sago to the world, and the Melanaus are synonymous with sago tradition and its heritage for centuries. In 2019, sago was given a new perspective Instead of just an export commodity and food, Sego product of Linut was elevated from food to a textile creation. It all began when I received a call from Encik Azran Arif, friend, Director of Malaysian Handicraft Development Corporation, Sarawak, that they are interested to start a new craft community in Sarawak with the possibility of doing batik kanji. And they asked whether I would be interested to kickstart it. Then we had further discussion on it. He initially proposed to use tapioca flour, tepung Bandung. Then I told him if he wants my involvement, it must be something that I could relate to and be passionate about, and something that the community are familiar with, plus it must be easily and economically available. Yeah, I had a bad experience when it's very difficult to get things. Then we agreed to experiment with Sego flour. However, I told him I prefer the name not to be Batik Kanji or Batik Sagu. In Sarawak, Kanji is very near to Lanji, so it's not nice, as it lacks the element of attraction. I proposed the word Batik Linut, and Encik Azran agreed. It was agreed then also that we at the Lamindana will produce the textile, while Latif's collection shall produce the downstream product. Following that, we had 2 workshops in Talian in February 2019 with 30 participants from the village. The first workshop was conducted by the MHDC Sarawak, and the second workshop was organized with Muka Tourism Task Group under the chairmanship of Muka resident Puan Hamdia Bakir. She's around here. She came to support me. Thank you very much, Puan Hamdia. And the event was sponsored by our Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Dato' Hajah Hanifah Hajah Taib, who is also Muka MP and Muka TTG advisor. You're right, Honorable Chief Minister, ladies and gentlemen. In summary, Batik Linut Textile is an innovative product using Sego flour as the main ingredient to design pattern onto textile, as well as to act as a resist ingredient replacing wax. We, the Lamindana team in Talian, was fortunate to be given this opportunity to try something new under the guidance of Malaysian Handicraft Development Corporation, Sarawak branch. Thus, I will take this opportunity to express our big thank you to Encik Azran and to MHDC Sarawak. The Batik Linut was first introduced to the public at the Borneo Fashion and Textile Week in Kota Kinabalu in April 2019 in Sabah. Then later at Pesta Kaul Muka, also in April. In August in 2019, Lamindana Cultural Lodge, which is also one of our creation in Muka, participated in an exhibition in Singapore during the launch of Sarawak Trade and Tourism Office, or popularly known as TATOS. And Batik Linut was introduced there too. And our YAB also visited our booth then in Singapore. Our first market testing was done at Malaysian National Craft Week sometime early last year at Craft Complex Kuala Lumpur. And the response was very encouraging. Unfortunately, then COVID-19 sets in. Then everything came to a stop. Sometime in April last year, our associate, Encik Abdul Latif Moti of Latif's collection, passed away. May his soul rest in peace. I was quite taken aback then. I was thinking of giving up this Batik Linut altogether. But curiosity gets the better of me. I'm a very curious person. And instead of giving it up, I took the opportunity to register trademark the Batik Linut Textiles, and yes, it got approved. YIB Chief Minister, ladies and gentlemen, Batik Linut Textile or Linut Textiles, or specifically the word Linut and the logo are a registered entity with a trademark. Yeah? YIB Chief Minister, this is how far, in my small way, I can protect Batik Linut Textile, but it is not enough. Thus, I would like to take this opportunity to seek the government help to geo-positioning it or to GPS it, trademark it as a Sarawak product. We need to GPS it as a Sarawak product. This can only be done by government agencies or associations. If we don't GPS this as a Sarawak product, our effort will be futile, and the novelty that this is a Sarawak product will be whisked elsewhere outside the state. Please help us on this matter. We are proud Sarawakians, and we would like to see what we have created and be acknowledged as Sarawak's first. We don't want it to go away from Sarawak. Another exciting thing that we have discovered through the experimentations with this Batik Linut within these 2 years of very much interrupted production is that it can work beyond cotton textiles. When we first started, we were told that it works only 100% cotton material. Later, we discovered that we can make it on other textiles, such as chiffon, voile, linen, and habotai silk. Our YAB Chief Minister and our patron are wearing our Batik Linut creation today on habotai silk, while many of our distinguished guests are donning on our cotton creations. Your support opens up a very interesting future for us. Thank you very much. Our product are sold at the foyer outside. Please support us by purchasing it. At the back of the program, right in front of you, there is a section for booking. Feel free to book our Batik Linut Textiles and the products too. YB Chief Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, this industry is an industry for the young, as it will give them a platform to create new things. Today's event will affirm this, to deliver what you see, experience, and feel today are possible because of our young talents who made it happen. Thus, it is timely with the newly minted Proudly Sarawak event initiated by our patron, Dr. Sebastian Ting, will not only showcase Batik Linut, but many other Sarawak premium products, art, craft, and talents as well. By the way, the word Proudly Sarawak was an idea given by our mayor, Adam He, as a tagline for the event. We thank him for that inspiring tagline. Now the next question, perhaps you have been asking why bring it to Miri. My answer is simple, pure economics. And Miri is very much a part of the Melano ancient history. I shall not expound on that. History takes a long time to tell you. And the final question is what next? YIB Chief Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, we are setting a base in Miri soon. We are also on collaboration talk with one of Malaysia's top creative director to be in our team, and we are planning beyond just fashion. We are going beyond fashion actually. Our spiritual symbol for Batik Linut Textile is a butterfly. That's why you will find those cute butterflies in front of you. Butterflies symbolizes transformation. Our AB Chief Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for lending me your ears. And I would like to end my speech by sharing with you my personal mantra. In life, we always start with simplicity. From this small step, we can create bigger things. Through simplicity, we can unite. Through unity, we can create peace and harmony. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Terima kasih diucapkan atas ucapan Madam Diana Ross, the organizing chairlady for today's Batik Linut Textile launching. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the patron for this Batik Linut event, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sebastian Ting Chiu Yu, Assistant Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture Sarawak, to be on the stage to deliver his speech. Dipersilakan Yang Berhormat Datuk Sebastian.
Thank you very much. MC. With permission, Yang Abang Rahmat, can I take off my face mask? Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Salam sejahtera dan salam Sarawakku sayang dan salam Ibu Pertiwiku, the Right Honourable Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Johari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Open, our Chief Minister of Sarawak, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, Minister of Transport, Yang Berhormat Datuk Rosie binti Haji Yunus, Assistant Minister for Women, Family and Childhood Development, yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Mazuki, Deputy State Secretary for Social Economic Transformation, yang berbahagia Datuk Banda Mr. Adam Lee, yang berbahagia Encik Abdul Aziz bin Muhammad Yusof, Resident of Miri, yang berbahagia Dato' Amma Hamid Sepawi, the chairman for Naim Group of Companies, yang berbahagia Encik Diwen Bakil, Manager of Sarawak Craft Council, berbahagia Madam Diana Rose, Managing Director of Lamin LD Syndrome Berhad, distinguished guests, head of departments, community leaders, ladies and gentlemen, friends from the media. First and foremost, on behalf of Proudly Sarawak event organizing team, we would like to wish and express our greatest almost gratitude to our Right Honourable Chief Minister Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Johari for honoring us with his presence here today despite your very, very busy schedule, sir. Thank you so much. And also, a round of applause please to our Right Honourable Chief Minister. And also, we would like to congratulate you again for being awarded conferred the Panglima Mangkun Negara PMN Award, which carries the title of Tan Sri by the Yang di-Perdana Agong on November the 3rd, 2021. And also at the same time, I would like to extend our warmest welcome to all our distinguished guests, industry players, media friends to the launching of Batik Linut Textiles, Sarawak's very own innovative Linut Textiles. Thank you also to Madam Diana Rose and your Lamin Dana Batik Linut team for inviting me to be with you and to be your patron for the event. I am indeed honored and of course very happy to share this happy occasion with you. I remember on the 29th of September 2021, I received a text message from Madam Diana to say she would like to meet me in Miri anytime after October the 10th, 2021, because at that time she was still in Muka. I replied and said, yes, when you come back, please sit down, have a good chit chat. Then on the 16th of October, we sat down in Grand Palace in the coffee house together with the mayor. We brainstormed, we discussed together with Madam Diana and her team. That was then we discussed and came up with the word, this is Sarawak, our Sarawak. We are proud of Sarawak. That's why the idea came up from Mayor Proudly Sarawak. When we talk about batik, we always think is that we go down to Terengganu to buy, we go to Kelantan to buy, or we say, this is Indonesian batik. We never had one for Sarawak. So I thought, this is something we must nurture, we must promote, and make sure that this is a success story for Sarawak. Batik Linut Textiles from Sarawak. A round of applause to Diana Rose and her team. have our own products, the products you saw. And this is only just a beginning. Dr. Patingi CM, sir. Just a beginning. And the potential is wonderful. It's great. And for us, Sarawak here, we must make it a point to promote our own batik. And this is a wonderful start. Today, and I was amazed when we had a press conference, we were debating again, Chief Minister, whether or not to proceed. Because at that time, the idea was to have it launched next year, when we could do it bigger. So I also mentioned, very likely our election will be here. So we were saying, should we not? Then we had a meeting again. Then she told me noontime, she received a reply from your officer, from your office, to tell her that our Chief Minister, beloved Chief Minister, will be coming in to launch this Batik Linut Textiles on the 24th of November. Thank you so much, sir. That was then. We could not make any other decision but to say, go ahead, we must proceed. Because CM already honored us, and Grace will be coming over to grace our occasion. We could not have any other choice. But yes. So we had another meeting, also at Grand Palace. Then on the 7th of November, then we had a press conference. The coverage was fantastic, Chief Minister. Nationwide, we're across to West Malaysia. Then from the 7th November until now, we are looking only at 17 days. That was kind of organization, the teamwork that they have today to produce this. It's just amazing. Madam Diana says, a lot of energy as well. Wonderful. Congratulations to her and her team. Now, producing in Muka and coming over here to Miri, as you say, next we'll bring it out to the world. And I mentioned to her, in my ministry, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, next time when we go out, we will invite her and her team to be with us. So that when we go out to promote Sarawak, we also promote Batik Linut Textiles from Sarawak. I think we must. Yeah. And of course, together with us today is Petronas General Manager, Encik Roslan, and the charming wife. Thank you also for coming. And also part of my marketing here. Next time you need batik, please consider Batik Linut Textiles. Thank you. I think I've said much on the batik itself. If I may allow, Chief Minister, touch a little bit on the announcement by our election commission this morning. Now we all know the nomination day is on the 6th, and polling day will be on the 18th. This is a very important 2 dates for us in Sarawak, and our beloved Chief Minister will be leading us into this PRN 12. This is a very important election for us, and under our leadership of our CM, you know, his thoughts, he had always been, Sarawak must always come first. Anak Sarawak, we must always come first. We must value what we have. We must treasure what we have. We must make sure protect also, and then at the same time, promote what we have. So, Chief Minister, sir, on behalf of Miri people, I never had a chance to come out to say in my speech. I would like to say thank you so much for coming to Miri. And also on the 15th, that was 9 days ago, you came down to Miri. You officially launched the our city council building, the iconic building, the landmark of Miri. For your information, sir, and a feedback report, that place is very, very popular. Nighttime, there will be so many people down there taking photographs, and they are sending out throughout the whole world what we have in Miri. Yeah? And you also mentioned that that office is so good, Yeah, you. Yeah, indeed. And of course, Dr. Banda has already made decision, and his councillors made decision to open up to the people of Miri, because the building belongs to the people of Miri. We want to share the building with the people of Miri, so that they themselves are also proud that yes, in Miri we have such a building. Yeah, and of course in Sarawak, not only the building under our Chief Minister, Uni4 is one of these. Yeah, and on behalf of those people who receive peruntukan or the checks from Uni4, they had never had a chance to say thank you to you openly. On behalf of them, especially those who receive checks from me, when I receive it from our Dato' Amma, our Deputy Chief Minister, Dr. Uga. So when I came back and delivered to them, they always said thank you to our government, but never had a chance to personally to say thank you to you. And so on behalf of them, I'll say thank you so much to our CM. They realize, and they know, not only peruntukan, the only country in Malaysia that we, under our Chief Minister, gave peruntukan to churches, to temples, thousands, so other places, other temples. Amount of money given, 50 million every year. You cannot find it elsewhere. And this is again the pride of Sarawakians. The pride of Sarawakians that we have. Not only money, our CN gave land for them to build churches, land for them to build temples. You don't find it in other place in Malaysia. Only Sarawak. Again, as Sarawakians, we take pride of this. We have that kind of religious harmony. We have that kind of racial harmony. You don't find it elsewhere. We have so many ethnic groups, 27 ethnic groups here. We live in peace and harmony. And we take pride of that. Not only we value, we must treasure. Not only, again, protect. Under Uni4, our CM said, we must promote. And this is what we have under our Chief Minister. Thank you so much again, sir. And of course, one more, where we our Sarawak autonomy. We are also very proud, Sarawak immigration autonomy. When our late Toknan mentioned about autonomy, the movement of autonomy for Sarawak, he mentioned 3 stages. Number 1 stage was the taking back the administrative power. We have done that. We have done so. And the next stage, of course, the tax portion. Under our Chief Minister, we have on the 14th November 2018, the Dun sitting, our Yan Amma Baramat, Chief Minister, announced in the Dun to impose 5% on those exported products, oil and gas exported products. For the year 2019, our government collected 3.2 billion for that year alone. Yeah? So of course, we with that kind of money and more money coming in, especially on oil price has gone up so much, we will be able to collect more money. And under our wonderful Chief Minister, this money will for development, rural development for our children, in schools. That kind of development, for our children in schools, especially. When I mention about school, I would like to think, we were bullied remember, bullied about when talk about money at schools, we were bullied. When we had that 1 billion approved by previous government, then before change of government of 22 months, we had that 1 billion. That was taken off. Then they said they didn't have money. Chief Minister Dato' Petinggi mentioned, said, okay, we advance you the money, we give you the money. 350 million first payment in August 2018, nothing done. Another 350 million in November 2018, 700 given to them, nothing done. So there was a change of government then. This was a bullying Sarawakians. that our Right Honorable Chief Minister came up with the money because it was for the repair of our dilapidated schools. Our school children in the rural, that kind of money we should not. And that's why our Right Honorable Chief Minister came up with that kind of money. Now, talking about again, when we talk about bully, I remember one more. On the bully part, 2018, May the 7th, that was a change of government for 22 months. June the 4th, 2019, 3 weeks later, not even 1 month, 3 weeks later, Petronas sued Sarawak government in federal, trying to claim exclusive ownership of our oil and gas resources. So of course, our government fought the case and we won. That was another bully by them. Perhaps I've said enough. I'm so sorry that I touched a little bit extra other than promoting our Batik Linut Textiles, because in my mind, because of the announcement by EC today, I'd like to remind our own Sarawakians here and those Sarawakians outside here, outside this room, we must take pride of what we have in Sarawak. We must continue to give GPS government a very strong mandate so that when our beloved Chief Minister goes down to federal, he would be able to tell the federal to say, people of Sarawak are with me. They give me that kind of mandate. So I come here to talk to you with the backing of Sarawak people. That is what we must give to our Chief Minister so that he can go there and get the best for us Sarawakians. Not only for us, for our children, for our future generation. We must never, never allow West Malaysian parties to come in to take over. Imagine if one day we cannot in Sarawak decide who should be our Chief Minister. You think all other states, the Chief Minister would not be decided by their own place. They had to listen to Pusat. Only Sarawak, our own Sarawak-based parties decide who should be our Chief Minister. That is very important. With these few words, I would like again to say thank you so much to our Chief Minister for coming over to grace this occasion. At the same time, I wish to again congratulate Madam Diana Rose and the team for this wonderful event today, a very successful one. And I wish you all the very best. Now, incidentally, when I was outside, I was then informed that today is a happy occasion, a date chosen by our Chief Minister, 24th of November 2021, also the 14th wedding anniversary of Madam Diana Rose and the husband Felix. Congratulations to you. Thank you and enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
Okey, terima kasih diucapkan kepada Yang Berhormat Dato' Sebastian Ting. Once again, thank you to Yang Berhormat Dato' Sebastian Ting Chiu Yu, our patron for today's Batik Linut Textiles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us sit tight and focus on the LED for the video to reveal the mystery behind Batik Linut. Okay, so once again, thank you for the awesome video presented to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about the making of the exclusive, innovative, and signature textile from Linut. So for your information, ladies and gentlemen, the video just now was taken in Muka at Lamindana Cultural Lounge. Okay, the original place for where this Batik Linut comes from. Okay. So next, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we cordially would like to invite our guest of honor, the Right Honorable Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Johari Bintun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, the Chief Minister of Sarawak, to deliver his address, and followed by the official launching.
Terima kasih saudara Fungsi Majelis. I think we got the distance. Okay for me, not very much. Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, salam Sarawak sayang. Yang berhormat saudara Datuk Sri Kim Chin, yang berhormat Sri Menteri Muda saudara Datuk Sri Sting, Charge of Culture and Art, dan Datuk Rozi, tentunya ahli-ahli bekas ahli yang berhormat, dan insyaAllah akan terus jadi yang berhormat. Yang berbahagia Presiden Miri dan juga Mukah, lupa saya Timbalan Setiausaha Kerja Negeri Penada sini, Datuk Seri Abu, Mayor, seterusnya saudara-saudari yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama, saya mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan setinggi penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada Organising Chairlady, buat saya addressnya, Puan Diana Rose, and also her team for inviting me this afternoon and giving me the honor to launch this very, very Sarawak product, iaitu Batik Linut Textile Sarawak. Congratulations and tahniah. Sebenarnya tadi when I was on the way from hotel lobby, not this hotel, the other hotel I stayed, somebody noticed me wearing this batik. So dia tanya, apa batik ini? Looks like ada terindah kainnya. Then I said, this is Linut Textile. Jadi saya jadi model, kata saya. So I related the story to Diana, Puan Diana, and he said, a very expensive model. I won't charge you lah, don't worry. Saudara-saudara sekalian, memang kita rasa bahawa our tourism industry is very much related to our culture and our indigenous background, and this become one of the attraction that we have in Sarawak to lure tourists to come over. I must congratulate Puan Diana for her courage and her bold move to produce this Linut textile. But at the same time, she was very active promoting Melanau culture and the history behind development of masyarakat Melanau. She established the Lamin. Then I had the opportunity to stay in Lamindana when I was Minister of Tourism. And there is a lot of relativity between the cultural presentation made by Lamindana well as the life of the Malanaus, particularly in relation to sago industry. Normally, conventionally, when we talk about sago, we only talk about sago, not necessarily flower, but sago itself. Then, kalau di Scandinavia, they call it sago bullets. And this is the what called the mainstay of the economic development around that region. Near Muka, also surrounding parts. But there's a lot of things that can be produced from sago and sago palm. Actually, I had an opportunity to ask scientists to look into the other byproducts of sago, one of which is tin, the other one is biomass, the third is of course can produce clean water from that biomass. And I have an experience now in Kampung Teh, where there is research being undertaken for us to produce methane. Methane will become your cooking gas. And this is one of the products, byproducts, sago material. And today we notice we have another product. This is Batik Linut Textiles from sago starch. This is indeed an innovative way. Kerana saya fikir there must be reason behind it, how to make Linut textile, and the design. And Sarawak own design. I would propose, I think, along the process, can make use of technology to create new design. Also, there is a software that can really help you to not only the design but also the color. Yeah. That once you do the simulation, I think you can print it out, then become a basis for you to produce that particular textile with different design. Karena saya tu bukan je fashion designer, tapi kadang-kadang you want to be different from the rest. Sometimes lah. So what you do is you have a lot of different design. Then you produce in bulk. Then you can export it bulk. Then nantinya potong-potong jadi whatever you want to do. And with that in mind, I don't mind to have your craft, whereas dana outlet for you to export it and promote through our various offices, and also working together with the Malaysian textile industry. But it is unique Sarawak lah. Jadi ada different. Kalau ada different, that is Sarawak product. Kita ada IP kita pun, our patent, you patent it become exclusivity Sarawak product. The second one that I wish to share, selalunya saya ambil cenderamata songket, orang datang. Time around, kalau ada tu dapatlah saya ambil gift to overseas visitors who call on me or my colleagues, then they can give to our visitors. This is Sarawak product. At the same time, I promote Sarawak product textile. One other area that I need to share with you is this. We are going to have our own cultural museum, which is one of the best cultural museums part of the world. And surely we want to also promote hasil-hasil produk kita. Dan from that particular angle, we need creativity. Kalau when you talk about design, creativity, in our post-COVID-19 economic recovery strategy, when up to 2030, we would like to emphasize more on what we call talent development. Therefore, this Linut Textile actually within the category of talent development. You train your team, then number two, they can create design and for the material that you do, and you keep on innovating so that your textile is really in the market all the time. In other words, sustainability. This is, I think, the team working together with those of this industry. I'm sure that this textile will have its position in the market. Jadi akhirnya sekali lagi saya mengambil kesempatan untuk mengucapkan tahniah dan cabas kepada Puan Diana and the team for producing this textile, dan saya sangkakan bahawa the future is bright for Sarawak. Kalau Sarawak, a lot of people like her and the team, they can produce more product for Sarawak. That in mind, sekali lagi saya ucapkan tahniah dan syabas. Semoga tekstil ini akan mendapat tempat dalam memudahkan tourism dari Sarawak. At least start from Miri. From Miri we go to Singapore, and Singapore to the world through your innovative skill as well as digital marketing. Ini ada mengena dengan campur digital economy. At the end of the day, kalau orang beli di Singapore, they can use our as global pay part of the transaction. Settle the business between the supplier as well as the consumer. Dan itu saya ucapkan selamat maju jaya dalam kita mengeluarkan Batik Linut Textile. All the best to the representative.
Terima kasih Yang Amat Berhormat CN. Please remain on stage for our launch gimmick. We hereby would like to invite the organizing chair lady, Madam Diana Rose, to accompany Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, Yang Berhormat Datuk Haja Rozi binti Haji Yunus, and also the patron for this event, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sebastian Ting Chuyu, to be on the stage and join Yang Amat Berbahagia, Yang Amat Berhormat Chief Minister for the ceremony. So seterusnya, majlis petang ini akan dirasmikan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Chief Minister. Our launch gimmick symbolizes the beginning of our Batik Linut journey, and it all starts with Linut as a food. From food, we innovated into product of craft, Sarawak First Batik. Our gimmick is very simple. This is how linut is made for food. So are you ready? Okay. Let's get started for the first try. Again for the second try. And the third time. In life, we always start with simplicity. From this small step, we can create bigger things. Through simplicity, we can unite. And through unity, we can create peace and harmony. Once again, thank you to our guests of honor and all the VIPs on stage to official today's launching. Once again, thank you very much. And next, as a token of appreciation to our guests of honor, we would like to invite the patron of today's event, Dato' Sebastian Ting, accompanied by organizing chair lady, Madam Diana Rose, to present the memento gifts to the guests of honor. Okay, so presented to you, ladies and gentlemen, the memento gift is made from a masterpiece silk, and the chorak on it is the multi-layered tranda, and also is inspired by the Melanau community. And we do hope that the guest of honor, Yang Amat Berhormat Chief Minister, akan suka the memento gift. Okay, once again, terima kasih. And we'd like to invite the guests of honor and the VIPs on the stage back to the VIP table and enjoy the remaining shows.